Known for his whimsical, darkly enchanted worlds and eccentric characters, Tim Burton has carved a niche in Hollywood like no other. With a creative vision that blends gothic aesthetics, quirky storytelling, and childlike sense of wonder, Burton's films transport audiences to realms where the bizarre becomes beautiful. From Beetlejuice to Edward Scissorhands, his work is a testament to the power of embracing the strange and misunderstood. Tim Burton does this through the genres of horror, comedy, romance, and fantasy to create these unique worlds. Tim Burton has contributed to the technical advancements of cinematography through the use of contrast and color, where in Burton films they're known for their striking use of contrast between dark and light and vibrant and muted tones. His ability to blend whimsical, surreal, and often macabre elements through color palettes has pushed the boundaries of visual storytelling. Tim Burton also was one of the pioneers of modern stop motion. Burton's use of stop motion animations in his films revitalized the medium in digital age. His collaborations with animation and technicians helped to elevate stop motion techniques, combining traditional craftsmanship with advanced techniques. Tim Burton also has a unique style of using miniatures in his works. Burton has constantly relied on miniatures and models to create a tactile, handcrafted aesthetic that digital effects alone can't achieve. Burton used miniature sets of the model town, enhancing the surrealism and humor of the film. Tim Burton is well known for his stylistic techniques of gothic aesthetic, character design, color palette, and particle effects. We can see gothic aesthetic through the dark, eerie visuals inspired by German Expressionism, which is like dark themes, as well as in the pictures we can see contrast between dark settings and whimsical childhood elements. We can also see character design of the quirky outsider characters who often struggle with isolation, and pale skin, dark eyes, and striped clothing are reoccurring visual motifs. Color palette is seen in this picture through high contrast between dark, muted tones and bursts of color to highlight mood, and the black and white stripes are a signature visual on his suit. Particle effects emphasize on particle effects, puppetry, and set design over CGI, creating a tangible, handcrafted feel. Tim Burton's Beetlejuice and Nightmare Before Christmas are considered his most significant contributions to cinema. In Beetlejuice, the film is often credited with popularizing the quirky, offbeat comedy genre. Its innovative blend of horror and humor, along with Burton's distinctive visual style, established a new direction for supernatural comedies. The film's creative use of special effects and practical makeup set a standard for later films in the genre. And in The Nightmare Before Christmas, the stop-motion animated film is a landmark in animation history. It is one of the first feature-length stop-motion films to achieve significant mainstream success and has become a cultural phenomenon. Through this scene, we can see in the aftermath, although Edward may be physically gone from the community, his impact lingers. Kim's memories of him, including the ice sculptures, symbolize the lasting impression of his creative and the love they shared. The closing narration implies that Edward's legacy of beauty and love continues to live on in a world that may not fully understand him. The falling snow during the grand final creates a dreamlike atmosphere, contrasting the earlier dark tones from the film. It symbolizes purity, transformation, and the fleeting nature of happiness. Edward's ice sculptures represent his creative and innocence. They serve as a metaphor for his internal struggles. While he's creating beauty, he's also trapped in a world that fears him. Edward's ability to create beauty contrasts sharply with his ugliness of societal rejection, reinforcing the theme of how true artistry often goes unrecognized or unappreciated. The subject matter of the two films I watched, Beetlejuice and Edward Scissorhands, were gothic horror and macabre. Burton often explores themes of death, the afterlife, and the supernatural. His unique approach to horror combines gothic elements with humor and empathy, creating a balance between fright, and charm. The theme of this was the coexistence of life and death, the concept of the afterlife, societal perceptions of horror, and the dark side of human nature. Overall, Tim Burton's movies are significant not only for their distinctive visual style and engaging storytelling, but also for their exploration of universal themes that resonate with audiences. His ability to blend fantasy with reality, humor with horror, and individuality with societal critique has established him as a pivotal figure in contemporary cinema. Burton's films continue to inspire and challenge audiences, making him a key player in the evolution of filmmaking. His artistic visions and commitment to original ensure that his works will remain influential for years to come.